Hi everyone, welcome back to my Fall Forest Settlement Tour series here with my Soul Survivor Sin. This is part 2 of the Eggrit's Tours Marina. Last time we finished the, what I would call the more like the adult side of the settlement, where we did the first two of the sort of training areas, the obstacle course, the gun range. We also did the guard barrack up top, the headmistress's house down here, the recruitment office, and then the homes for those teachers and other staff of this settlement here. Now, in part two, we're going to do the more student oriented side of the settlement, where we will get started immediately at the clinic. I guess you'd call it a clinic. I don't know what exactly you would call it. It's a clinic slash classroom, health room. Inside here, we have a cute little build off from the main building. Originally, this was going to actually just be part of a walkway where like it would show off different Minutemen like statues and like other materials. But I decided actually what would be cooler is to make this a clinic almost entirely based around the idea of using this little alcove that came like with the pre-built building shell as a place to lock up all of the medicines inside. I'm not fucking with that door. It's so cute though. I love it so much. We have the desk here, and we have the teacher. He is both the doctor who heals students when they are sick, as well as the teacher who teaches them health classes and such. He lives here. He wasn't the teacher I was talking about last time, who I don't think has a bed. He has his own bedroom. He does live in a minimalist sort of lifestyle. Bit of a loner, this one. There are two beds for long stay students. If they're like sick and they need to stay away from the other kids, they will be stuck here. Luckily, that includes a toilet, which not very private, but at least you have a toilet. God, that would be so embarrassing if you're the kid who's here, but there's a kid here and they're just like hearing you poop. They're just listening to you poop the whole time. There's also a shower to keep the kids clean, and also in case of, also for the teacher himself. He has a pretty good setup here. He gets his own bathroom and shower, and if there's no kids here, like free reign of the whole place. We also have the eye machine from the Vault Tech DLC. Now, in this save, I believe Sin did basically a lot like the evil stuff for like everything except for the medical, like this thing, and I think one other thing. Just because she felt it would be more useful to not fuck with it. Not that she cared that like people were gonna get hurt. Uh, Next area, we're gonna go right down to where the kids eat. Now, it is outdoors, so it probably sucks when it rains. Actually, I assume if it rains, they probably are allowed to actually eat in their bunk area. This is this one's actually rigged to never, ever, ever, ever work. So it's a prize for kids to waste their tokens on. We have a guard, fresh water that gets purified, then barreled, bucketed, barreled, and sent off with Brahmin to either to like the next settlement over because just in case I need the water. Actually, I think this would probably get sent to Somerville Place where it's away from the water, but it'll get sent there. But we also keep, a decent supply here. Uh, some benches for all the kids to eat at, and then this. Oh, okay. I love this build so much, but this is my favorite, and honestly, is going to be probably the screenshot for this part. I love it. I love it so much. So first we have now this gets set up like for breakfast. The kids eat. It gets taken down. It gets set for lunch. Everything. Uh, so it's all the supplies and condiments, stuff for the kids. This is where dirty trays, garbage goes obviously in here. Dirty trays go in there. It then gets taken inside to be cleaned. Bottles go there. Very conscious to be able to like reuse the bottles. And actually, you'll see where we reuse the bottles in a little bit. We also have a Nuka machine here that hasn't been stocked yet, and ignore that it clips. I didn't notice it clipped. Oops. Ah, the diner. This is a cute little. I wasn't sure what to do with this structure, but I was like, oh, well, obviously this will be where they cook the food for the kids. Now, oh, okay. What makes this my favorite build part? is this. Now each kid, each kid gets a cubby. That's what the two words I mixed up. So, you know, there's a cubby for each kid, and they are able to spend tokens, as you can see right here, on specialized treats, which mostly consists of uh, extra sodas, candies, sweets, stuff that they wouldn't be fed typically, but they might really want. And then there's another set of cubbies over here. You can tell some of these kids really saved up their coins. Water on the counters. Water is free. Kids can come in basically any time of the day, say hi, get themselves a can. Yeah, it's a can. It's a can of water. They get themselves a can of water. We have some of the fresh fruits and vegetable. Okay, technically they're both fruits. Actually, yeah, fruit has fruit in the name. Potatoes are what? They're like potato tomatoes. So they're an abomination is what I would consider them. I don't even want to think of what those would be like. Fish is a big part of the diet here, obviously. Some of the purchasable foods, because again, canned stuff, this stuff isn't typically. I mean, okay, so the cram and the blammo, yes, but the rest of the snack cakes and stuff isn't stuff they're getting for typically to eat. They have there. You'll see later. There's a Brahmins. They have fresh milk over in the corner and a turn to make butter. So like these kids get butter. That's so bougie. They get fresh fruit and vegetables. They get fresh meat because there's constantly spawning deer, stags all over the place. They get butter and bread. I love the fan. And then again, a basically near constant supply of fresh water and snacks. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like they lost their daughter. Because this is the second part, the partner of the nice counselor. Unfortunately, they lost their child, which I guess is what I was trying to say. That is so sad. Like, what if she drowned? And it's like a memorial out the window for the kid who freaking drowned in the river. Oh, fish. Part of creative. No. Yeah, creative color. I don't know. No, actually, you're Woody, the Woody Wasteland stuff. They're creepy. I don't like to look at them. Let's get out of here before those fish haunt my dreams. But again, that was my favorite building. So honestly, I don't want to say it's downhill from here, but it's not as cool. Just kidding. It's very cool. Here we have, this is great. It's a drawbridge. I had to like figure something out. Cause I couldn't have a straight bridge because you'll see, as you can see here, there's boats and a bunch of shit, and they go in and out all the time. So the bridge has to be able to be lifted. Now, another thing is students are also in charge of laundry. This is obviously casual wear for the guards. Uniforms aren't washed too often, but towels, sheets, casual clothes, cleaned quite daily. Basically, there needs to be like work done daily. This I don't know what this is supposed to technically be. They are just drying fish. Oh, the smell's probably awful. Honestly, this is probably just where they're putting some like extra fish. Bait, probably. We have a single guard up here who keeps an eye out for mirelurks and to make sure nothing's coming up that way. Oh, as you can see here, that is I had to like build a ramp so settlers go that way and they would basically fall into the river and then get stuck. But there are turrets. They're not on because they tend to kill the frame rate over that way. So we have, but same setup basically in the other one, except it's on a long platform instead of a square platform. Then we have a guard here who has their own turret just in case. That guard also secretly is keeping an eye out on the children. Ah, now as you see, plenty of fish. That is because the fishing is done in here. Where, there they are. I love this. This little fish animation. So cute. Anyway, that's their little fish spawn place where they'll not all their fish is spawned there, but a good majority of it is. If they find like a fertile like a female with eggs, they'll put them in there. Oh, I have a mod that adds stuff to crates, so that is saying that crate has something I want in it. Now, obviously, the kids need somewhere to sleep. It's very modest. Like, they sleep basically the same as the guards do, which makes a lot of sense. They have a bed, and then oops, let's ignore that and pretend it's not poking out. And then each of them gets that's gonna have to be confiscated later. Each get a locker. I think I counted right. Everyone should get their own locker. And then we do have a teacher here. Again, not the teacher who I don't think has no bed. This teacher has a bed, and he's pretty strict, but he does. This is kind of like a double-edged sword. Like he has plenty of stuff. Like he has some stuff, but unfortunately, he does have to deal with the kids. And it is co-ed. They do not care if there is not enough space to be picky. Whoops. Oops. I didn't finish the bathroom. Oh dear. Alright, well, we're gonna pretend I finished the bathroom. Anyway, there are 4 showers, each supposed to have a curtain on them, and then the towels are on the outside. And then inside is the bathroom. Plenty of cleaning supplies, and I said cleaning supplies, I meant health, like, care products, toilet paper, extra shit like that, and then there's the cleaning supplies. Toilets. They are obviously outhouses and need to be cleaned regularly. That is someone's job, and I feel bad for that person. I feel so bad for that person. Anyway, out here, we will next go to the farm. This place is completely self-sufficient. If anything were to happen, they basically have enough supplies to like last them quite a while by themselves. We have, oops, I wanted to go. Oh, hello. This is like interesting settlers or something. He has a name. He has like a little quirky personality. He is the only living human here, and he just stands there all day. But he's one of the teachers. He would sleep in that bed. Does sleep in that bed. This is where we would have our agricultural students. They don't train like the other students. They only work the farm, and they are actually typically they tend to stay on the farm for like an extra 2 years if there isn't enough agricultural students that they can like run this place. That is not an issue they would have in like time of crisis because they would just have the students do this themselves. But anyway, they have I think it's every single plant or it's everything that they need to make a specific product that I will show you later. I think it's gourds, carrots, mute fruit, potatoes, and the razor grain. Oh, and our single cow. Hello. I love you. I love Brahmin so much. They're so fucking cute, especially with that mod. Fresh water, and it's like a big water. They make a lot of water here. And a scarecrow. I love this place. It is so cute. And then this is where the class would be taught. Basically, it teaches you how to take care of plants. Saplings being repotted is also part of this. Basically, they just take care of the garden for a couple hours a day, and then that's class. Extra food is placed here where it is washed. I love this so much. You either dunk the ladle or the jug into there, and that's how you clean the fruit. Your supplies all thrown like a thing just thrown over it for willy nilly. We will go to the factory last. We need to show off I guess you call him the groundskeeper. You know what? I will say that teacher who doesn't have a home can live in here because it is a two-person bed, and I don't think we need two groundskeepers. This person, the groundskeeper, probably their only job is just to like rake leaves and just to make sure like grass isn't growing in weird places and clean up the debris. Like they're always working on cleanup. I love this place. It's so cozy. I would want a little cabin like this. This would be such a cute little place. But it is a two-person bed, and like I said, the teacher can live in there. It is cramped, but in real life it would be fine. It would be fine. They do live a little poor when it comes to like their stuff, but I mean, they have stuff. What more could you ask for is to have the ability to own objects. I love this little not armoire. It's a wardrobe, I guess. It's just like an open-faced wardrobe. Now, this, I will say, is a fuck up. I can't open the bathroom door. You have to be like in this corner before you open the bathroom. But honestly, I would just say in real life, maybe it's like a few inches over, a little bigger. This, oh, I want a little cabin just like this. Actually, I want to remake this in The Sims. That would be really fun. The Sims 4. It'd be easy too, actually. I like making little one bedroom cabins in The Sims 4. It's my favorite. Now, last and absolutely not least is the absolute eyesore that is the factory. Now, you may be thinking, why do they need a factory? Because self-sufficiency and also money. It's where the money comes from. In here, oh, close the door, is the factory. This is so much fun. Oh, geez Louise. Okay, well, spoilers. We make flammo mac and cheese. It's like 2 in the morning now. I record this after part 1, but these will come out probably several days later. Anyway. There's a second exit, and this is basically where the fish is processed. All the good fish gets chopped up and ready to be either mostly fed to the kids. This this is the teacher who's I don't think I have a bed for. I do not remember putting a bed in him for him anywhere. So he lives with the groundskeeper. They're in love. That's actually sweet. Chose to live with their partner inside a shack. Well, to be fair, they're alone, which is nice. Carts for moving supplies, a guard to make sure no one is being shitty. Now, what happens is basically boats get brought up here. Then the boats would, you know, drop off their supply, maybe even pick up some stuff. And they were supposed to drop in here. I don't know what's stopping it from doing so. So it's just dropping all over the floor. This is just see what the fuck, razor green. Maybe this is from like leaving the chunk or something. Supplies back here. Oh, fucking carrot. Supplies back here. There's nothing you can't really get anywhere out here, but it's just for shit. Maintenance can be done on the machine from this area. I wanted to make sure that like this section was like kind of cut off. You can't go this way. Try to keep kids from walking where they shouldn't. Let's show off the finale. So first, I'm gonna show it in sections. If basically there would be a couple kids to work each thing, but how this works is we have the workbench I moved over here. We have a hopper that takes items from the workbench, and then it is set to take only the items used to make two things. As you saw, the Blammo mac and cheese, and then actually, funny enough, Nuka-Cola. So you know what? I remembered my original issue with this project. Some items have a hard time actually getting up here, so I really hope that they actually make it up here, or else I'll have to throw them up myself. So anyway, it's carrots, melon, razor grain for certain things. Water is water, glass, and steel. Or no, steel's actually for the blammo for that little pop thing. Anyway, yes. As it comes up this conveyor belt, it is then sent. Oh, it is then stuck. Oh, actually, it's not on. Okay, sorry. I left it to just sit. I don't think it'll collect enough right now. But then it is swapped into the specific item. So this creates the Nuka-Cola, and then this section here is where the mac and cheese gets made. Love this so much because I wasn't really sure what to do with this place, but I thought it could really use a factory. Really, I just really wanted to build some sort of automatic thing. And I realized the easiest way to do both food and drink was to do Nuka-Cola and the Blammo. Now the only issue is I don't think I'll have enough of the items anymore to actually make some items. But anyway, as you can see here, they get pushed into this cart together. And then what the cart is supposed to be done. Whoa. No, I was supposed to. It's supposed to be dropped down here, but actually, they. Oh fuck! I'm stuck again. No. I think they would put. They would. There would actually be some sort of pulley system. I just didn't feel like making it to get this where it belongs. Pew. If I would edit anything, I'd probably try to fix how steep that incline is. That's a bit too steep. Well, mostly for the melons, it seems. I don't think any of them are going to produce. Now, this is the last big section, but it does hold a couple little secrets. Pop out here. Now this is part of the original. And then now we have turrets, obviously, because who doesn't love turrets? But here, looks like some students are doing some chems. Now, you would think, honestly, this probably would be a really bad place to hang out because like the teachers are right there. They are watching you as they are making their dinner. But like at this, oh no, actually that's the guards tower. The guards are watching you. That's even worse. And the teachers are down there. But like at night, I would suspect it'd be so dark up here that, you know, they're not smoking cigarettes, so you wouldn't be able to see, but they could, drink a couple beers, do a few hits of jet before sneaking back down for the night. Oh, this place is great. I honestly don't think it's going to be very pretty at night, but actually, let's give it a look. All right. So it is nighttime. Unfortunately, so I used the console command to like change the weather, and it made it look like this. So, whoop, and I died. I fell off. Now it's fucking creepy. It's creepy as shit. Creepy, creepy. Place is pretty neat at night. The guy's off duty now, so he's gonna go do that. I wish he had picked literally anything else but that to do. But ooh, now it's spooky. These kids definitely been murdered here. I wish I had left it raining. It was cool looking that way. So that, everyone, was the Egret Tours military camp for youth between the ages of 14 and 18, typically 20-ish for farmers. I really loved making this place. Now, I will say, like, this place is Boops' Club. This place is cursed, okay? It hasn't this recording has taken so long, this build has taken so long, but it has been so much fun building this. Touring it, honestly, not so much. Towards the end here, I was kind of really just wanting this tour to be over with so I can move on because I have some really exciting stuff in the future. I finished a couple of other settlements. I think I have a couple smaller ones first before I get to do my big sanctuary one, which I'm really excited about. I want to get my little creature in the corner first before I do any more videos. But for these two, no creature. I just want it done. I just want it over with. Oh, and by the way, this is the wall. The wall does go to the water and such on both ways. And then main entrance. And so I should mention this. Oh, that's a provisioner. This keeps track of these three areas, and that one keeps track down there. Beautiful. It's a great area. This settlement, I think, could be a million things, but I am happy with what I chose to do. Next time, uh, I'm not really sure. I'm up in the air at the moment. I have to reevaluate what I have finished and what I have to, like, I still have to build. Because I do have my sanctuary. It's finished. It's ready to be toured, but it's going to be a very big tour. And like I said, I would like to have my little pet, my pet back. My little me in the corner, my little persona before I do like a big build like that one. So, next time's up in the air. I will figure it out. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!